the big problem is I've tried to watch their games, but the problem is it's not going to be the problem tonight because Colorado already lost. But they've been playing around the same-ish times as Colorado, and I'm like, I could be watching this, or I could be watching the Predators get curb stomped right now.
Right.
And Cale Makar. So I'm going to go watch Cale Makar instead. And I'll let Will let me know the details of what's going on when he's not watching basketball.
One thing I'd like to point out that I saw circulating about the Preds.
What?
Remember when Matthew Shane requested a trade from Colorado because he said he
oh
wants
boy
to
do
play
I
for a playoff team.
Yep. And then the moment he left, they turned it around. Oh man, who knew that year, that horrible year, was the best thing that ever happened to Colorado? Because if those of you don't remember, they finished last, lose all 3 lotteries to fall to 4th, and they take Cale Makar, who might be the best. You know what? No, I'm going to say it. He's the best defenseman in the world. Adam Fox is toast. Not even like jam on toast. I don't care.
Let that sit. I'm gonna let that
what?
sit. I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit.
Wait. What about the Norris nomination?
I'm like, Adam Fox didn't even get a nomination this year.
Yeah, he's a scrub. He's Hoper.
That was a little surprising. I won't.
Yeah. Well, so who was it again? Was it Hedman, Yossi, Makar?
Makar.
Yeah.
Well, here's the argument then. Okay, the Jeff Marek special of not who you say. Who do you take away? Do you take Makar out?
No.
Do you take Yossi out?
No.
Not after that year. Do you take Victor Hedman out? You think about it a little longer, but I don't know if I can do that.
Because of his season or because of his reputation?
He had a good year, man.
No,
he had a good year. When Hedman goes, that team runs. Remember the Blue Jackets series? 100%. He was hurt, and they were scrubs.
I mean, also Nikita Kucherov got himself suspended.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm sure Hedman had a big role in that, but I don't know.
By the way, has Kucherov been actually playing against the Leafs? Because again, milk carton, APB.
Let me just put this out there. I will not be making those comments until the end of the series.
All right, I look forward to you guys winning Game 6 so we can make fun of Nikita Kucherov because
I'm waiting 7
points.
He has a goal and 6 assists.
Quietest performance I've ever seen.
Listen, you can trash talk him all you want.
Empty points.
I'm not taking the heat on that one.
He's a loser. He's fat and happy with his money, with his cups. He's stopped. Sure I hate him. I can't stand the man. Number 1 BS, Mr. Kucherov. Look at me. I'm Kucherov. Tampa Bay, we never get cheers and our fans leave early on banner night. Oh, but best, shut up.
So I don't want to go back to that game. Just last night, there was a shot. A particular defenseman took the shot, and my heart almost dropped. So Zach Bogosian comes in wide open, takes a slap shot. Yeah. I almost thought that went in. My heart dropped because I didn't know what to do with myself.
What was the score at that time?
It might have been 2-1. I think it was the second period.
Imagine that Zach Bogosian puts the dagger in your heart.
I would have cried.
That would have been the Bogosian jersey would have been burnt to a crisp.
I almost slandered him.
Oh wow, that's not good. That's not good. Kind of like the performance from the Nashville Predators against the Colorado Avalanche. The first series has been decided. It was a sweep. I feel stupid for saying, do you know what? Nashville in 6. Really feel dumb. Oh no, was it 5? I think I said Nashville and who cares? They lost. No one had Nashville winning. And if you did, shame on you. So first,
shame on you.
We'll do this, right? When the team gets eliminated, we will have some time to talk about what is next. Okay. Ripping off with 32 thoughts we're doing all year with the teams that weren't getting eliminated from the playoffs before the playoffs started. So we're going to steal that idea. But who cares? Sorry, guys. They don't care. They're doing fine. They're doing okay.
Yeah, really, honestly.
So the Preds get their 2 games of playoff revenue that they need. Philip Forsberg had a very long skate because he does not have a contract. It wasn't done at the deadline, and people thought maybe he was going to get moved, but the Preds decided to keep him. Make of that of what you will. And this very well could be the last game that Philip Forsberg plays for the Nashville Predators. It's interesting.
That's definitely interesting. I mean, I don't know what direction this team plans on going just because they can't. I feel like we've had this discussion about 10 times over the last 2 years, but I wouldn't be surprised if they try to re-sign him. But at the same time, Philip Forsberg can make bank this summer, particularly an Eastern Conference team in the Metropolitan Division. I will not name names, but I think we all know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, Daniel,
I'm
go
not gonna
this.
say the name. I don't know.
Philly.
You know the name? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Well, no. If they don't get Goudreau,
Or
Wait,
Kadri.
crazy idea. Both.
or Kadri, no, they're going to get 2 of the 3.
Yeah.
Nashville
Okay.
also needs to go get a backup goalie.
I
I'm
kinda
trying to.
I said it before during the deadline. I don't know what Nashville's direction was going to be like, what they were going to do. I know that we couldn't foresee the UC Saros injury, but I don't know. Like, you traded Victor Arvidsson for assets. I know Philip Forsberg's on a whole other level, but if you knew you were going to lose him after a series like this, knowing that you were probably going to face Colorado or a Calgary, I would have traded him at the deadline. I know hindsight's 2020, but I would have traded him.
They probably think they can keep him still. Again, listen, we don't know the exact expectations of ownership. It's summer, so the Mike motorcycles are back. I don't know if you could hear that. Hope not.
A little bit.
Well, that's great. Did you hear the dog earlier barking?
For a second.
Okay, that's great. But their thing is let's get the playoff revenue, right? They have like 10 million in cap space, I think, projected. So if he's getting signed, you got to think it's in the 8s. But then is there a lot of money for them, the supporting cast afterwards? It goes up $1 million. I'm assuming that's in the projected space. They need a backup goalie. I don't know if Askarov's ready or if they believe in Ingram enough to take it over from Big Save Dave, but are they going to be that much better next year? Are they going to take a real step? Like, even if
Probably
Colorado
not.
lose, like if Colorado lose, why can't I remember his name? Nazem Kadri this year. They're still better than Nashville.
Oh, 100%. Because they have the guys about 10 seconds away from being ready. They actually have a bunch they have $25 billion in cap space for next season. And they have to re-sign Forsberg, and then their other contracts. Luke Cunnin is an RFA. Nick Cousins is a UFA. Matt Luff, Yakov Trenin are both RFAs. Jeremy Lazan, who they traded for, RFA. Ben Harper and Matt Benning are also UFAs. Like, I don't know.
How the hell did I think it was 10 million? Okay,
because
they
that's
can
right now.
him.
That's right now. That's right now. They have $10 million in cap space.
Oh, okay, I misread
season,
it then.
for next season. It's 25 million. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
They need to decide on if it's Connor Ingram or they're going to go out and get a backup goalie.
Ingram has the potential. Big save. Not many big
Not
saves
it.
from Dave. Not very many. But on the other side of the series, the Nashville. No, Adam, what are you doing? Colorado Avalanche have moved on, led by Cale Makar. He is really good. I love him. I love Nathan McKinnon. I love everything about this team. They didn't even need Darcy Kemper. It was a bit of a back and forth game, but still, it was never in doubt for Colorado. But this round doesn't really matter to them.
No.
It's one of St. Louis or Minnesota, which St. Louis are going to want some revenge if they can get past Minnesota. And I think I've lost my faith for Minnesota having an upset, to be honest.
You got to think that Colorado's just loving what's going on the other side. Just that it's either St. Louis is going to win next game or that game's going to 7, and that game's going to be a nightmare for both teams. And Colorado should be eating that up.